Hey everybody, I am making this video for you today to help you out with the second half of our Unit 4 learning target, so let's get started. Okay, today you get to revise or make a revision of your Unit 4 learning target in order to get a 4, so you can get full points. Now there's a few different ways you can get full points. There's 3 different ways actually. So the first way you can get full points is, last time when we did the learning target, if you answered all 4 situations and you feel like you just crushed it, you know you got the right answers, then you have earned a 4 and you're good to go. Now option number 2 is if you're a little bit unsure about some of your answers. Maybe you're like, I might have missed a little bit, or some of my answers are a little bit shaky, then you can edit your answers today and still get a 4. And then the third option is if you are like totally lost about some of the situations, or if you're like, I don't know how to answer that, I feel completely lost, then you can add to someone else's answer and still earn a 4. So at this point, you kind of need to assess and think, okay, which situation are you? If you feel like you're option number 1, I'll be honest, you're done. You're done for today. You don't need to do anything else. If you're option number 2, then I'll show you what to do moving forward. And then if you're option number 3, I'll show you here in just a second how you can do that. Okay, so let's review real fast, or let's see what you should have answered for those 4 different situations. I'm not going to give you the answers. I'm going to give you some hints though. Okay, so situation number 1 was asking about scam emails. And here in the red section, it let you know that you need to have 3 different reactions in order to get full points. Now your reactions can give an answer such as how to defend yourself from danger with scam emails, or how do you know if a scam email is fake. Okay, so as long as you have 3 answers along these 2 lines, then you're good. Now in situation number 2, it was asking you about hackers and viruses, and it said that you need 2 reactions are needed for how to defend a hacker, or defend against a hacker or viruses, and 1 focus to get full points, and I'll explain what that focus is here in just a second. So your 2 reactions, you need to have 2 reactions explaining how can you stop a hacker or stop viruses, and there's a lot of different ways. You just need 2. Now with this, with your focus, hackers tend to target specific accounts. They could attack anything, but they typically go for some very specific accounts, and that's what it's asking you for. If you can only defend yourself in one place to make sure that you're safe, where should you focus your attention where a hacker is most likely to target you? Okay, there's a couple answers to that, so as long as you have 1, you're good. Okay, situation number 3 was asking about online predators, and it asked for 1 suggestion of how to stop them, and 1 reaction for how to recognize them. So there's a lot of different ways to defend against online predators. Make sure you give 1, and then there's a lot of different ways that online predators behave, and you want to write down how you can recognize their behavior. Okay, I'll leave it at that. And then situation number 4, this one is potentially a little bit tougher. It's asking you about public domain or licenses. Now this situation, I'll kind of explain it a little bit. In that situation, you were going to post a video on YouTube and you wanted to use a popular song in the background, but the song you thought was potentially old. And so it was asking you for how could you use that song without violating copyright and without getting in trouble for it. How can you use it legally? Now there's a few different ways you could do that, and so I was asking you here in this red section for 1 reaction is needed with an explanation of an explanation of why. So give 1 reason for how you could use that song legally, and why, what conditions apply in order to use it legally. So basically explain how you could use it, and just explain it in detail, if that makes sense. If I confused you with that description, email me and I'll try to explain it further. I apologize if I confused any of you. Now, to jump back here real fast, if you are in option number 2, I've just explained some of your reactions and what I'm looking for, so you can now go in and make any edits to your answers that you gave last time in order to get full points. And if you're option number 3, let's say you're totally lost about situation number 4 and you just want to skip it, you can do that, but then that means that you need to go and you need to add an answer to someone else's situation 3, 2, or 1, and you need to add additional information. So maybe you looked at their 3 reactions for how to defend against scam emails. You need to give them an additional 4th answer. And if you do that, that will make up for your lost point on one of your other situations. Okay, so I hope I've explained things clearly. Again, if I haven't, email me and I'll clarify things further. And then as long as you feel you've done enough to earn a 4, then that is all for today. So do whatever you need to in order to feel like you've earned full points for this learning target. And once you feel like you've done enough to get full points, you're done for today. So hope you guys are doing awesome. Stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy the sun, and take it easy.